popular airline promises to bring humanity back to air travel, but try telling that to the JetBlue passengers left high and dry after last week's big storm. More now from NBC's Tom Costello.
Today is the day JetBlue hopes it finally gets all of its planes back in the air. Nearly a week after the Valentine's Day ice storm literally froze the airline in place with 1,100 cancellations over 6 days. Even Monday, a quarter of all flights still canceled. So what went wrong?
We have a lot of people that wanted to help, a lot of people that wanted to jump in and help them do it, but they weren't trained to do so.
In short, not enough people to backfill key positions. Pilots and flight attendants displaced and unable to communicate with headquarters. Planes out of position for the next flight. And 2,000 reservation agents in Salt Lake City completely overwhelmed.
This is definitely going to be a very costly week for them, but in the airline business, as in the service business, it's not the delivery of the service that determines who wins or loses. It's how you recover. So now we're going to see how they recover.
But on Capitol Hill, Congress is poised to act. Representative Mike Thompson is set to propose a passenger Bill of Rights, setting limits on how long passengers can sit waiting on a tarmac, and new regulations on how airlines should treat them.
I'm one who believes that no passenger should be held hostage on a tarmac for more than 3 hours, let alone 9 hours.
While the airlines oppose any measure that would dictate how they should treat their customers, this JetBlue incident may well compel all airlines to set a new standard for customer service. For today, Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.
David Neeleman is founder and CEO of JetBlue. Mr. Neeleman, I know it's been a tough week, so I appreciate you being here this morning.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Everything I've read from your airline over the last 24 hours and from you has said basically this airline will be back on schedule, all flights in the air today. I ask, and I start with this because you've been wrong before. On Friday, you said the airline would be mostly running back at full speed on Saturday, and we all know Saturday, Sunday, and then again Monday, you had to cancel nearly 25% of your flights. So why is it going to be different today?
Well, we're flying. We're up and going. First flights have left. And, you know, I think that on Friday night, we made a decision to put some flights on the ground, the 23% of the 190s, just to try and reset the airline. It was probably an overreaction. We probably, in hindsight, we didn't need to go that far. But we had put our customers and our crew members through so much over the last 3 days, we needed to give time to to get back to normal.
The question I've been hearing over these last 5-6 days, and I know you've heard this too, is I say, how can a snowstorm that hits on a Wednesday of 1 week force an airline to cancel 139 flights or 23% of flights on the Monday of the next week? And if all airlines face the same storm, why did this hit JetBlue so hard and not those other airlines?
Well, I think we had a weakness in our system. You know, we had built an airline that was operating 600 flights a day, and in our crew services area, the people that were in charge of reassigning people to flights, on Wednesday we canceled 279 flights, and that displaced over 1,000 people of our flight crew members. And as they started to put that back together again, they didn't get it done for the next day, not because they weren't good and not because we didn't have the system, but